Hello everyone, welcome to video number 2. This is episode 2 of your free piano lessons for complete beginners. In the previous lesson, we discussed treble, clef, C, middle C, D, and E, and we also discussed time notes or the note values, whole note, a half note, quarter notes, eighth notes, and I think we also discussed 16 notes a little bit in that video. Here in this second video, we're going to focus on the notes above C, D, and E, which is F, G, and A. Okay. Now, why do we only discuss a few notes at a time? I always tell my students try not to memorize the whole grand staff notes, but if you can do that, that's awesome. Okay, but for like me, a regular human being, uh, we discuss or we master a few notes at a time so our brain won't get overwhelmed in music. Okay, so if you're my student, yeah, this is what we're gonna discuss. If you're not my student, still welcome. This is free video anyway. I do this to I do free videos for beginners, for complete beginners. So whether my students or not, so you can have a basic idea of the staff or reading music and some music theory and the piano. So when you enroll in my class, it's a lot smoother already. We can move forward further, faster. Okay, so let's start now. We are going to discuss the treble staff F, G, and A only. Okay, oops, yes, there. So if you know your staff from the previous videos or previous lessons, we number the lines of the staff and the spaces. Okay, quick review: first line, second line, third line, fourth line, and fifth line. Well, these are where you what we call the line. You put the line notes. Okay, and in between these lines, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. We also write down notes here in these spaces. So if you think of F here, where is it located? It's on the first space. G is on the second line, and A is on the second space. All right? So if you're skipping something in the previous lessons, let me show you for line notes are E, G, B, D, F. To memorize it, we use every good boy does fine, every good boy deserves fun, or every good boy deserves fudge. Whatever it is, just to be able to memorize the E, G, B, D, F on the line notes. On the space note, it's quite easy because it spells F, A, C, and E face. If you write down all these notes on top of each other, you have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. All right, so it's just the musical alphabets upwards from E all the way up to F inside the grand staff. Okay, now if the E is on the first line, where's D backwards? D is down here on the bottom of below the first line, and middle C, you need a ledger line to indicate where middle C is. Without the ledger line here, if you put C here or a note there, it's difficult to say, but it will be read as a D, or it could be a B on the bass clef. But we need those ledger lines um, below and above the staff or stave, okay, to indicate what note you're at. So middle C is down here. That was on the previous video. Okay, let's continue in our topic for today. So back to F, G, and A. All right. So let's clear that. Take a good look. Memorize it. Figure it out. Okay. So we're gonna use measures now. If you're new to music, basic beginners, complete beginners are basic beginners. The basic here on the treble staff or the grand staff, we use bar lines to divide the staff into smaller chunks, okay, smaller pieces of music. Bar lines. These are bar lines, okay. So when you have bar lines here, it creates measures or bars. All right. So this is your first bar or first measure. This is your second measure. This is your third measure. So here inside each measure, if you look at this here, this is called the time signature. It's 4/4 time. This is common time. The number on top tells you how many beats each bar or each measure will have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. So all these bars have 4 main beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay? The number below represents what type of note. Now, number 4 represents a quarter note. So that means each measure can fit in 4 quarter notes. The value of equivalent of 4 quarter notes, just like this. Okay? Like that, and so on. So if you if you know your note values, quarter note is equivalent to 1 beat. That's why each beat can get a quarter note. All right? Let's clear that up. That's for a different topic, a beginner topic. But if you know that already, or if you don't know that yet, you don't. This will confuse you. So that you should study first note values. Okay, which I'll have a video later on, or I might have a video before. I'll try to link it on the description, or just comment if you need information on that one. So let's recap. 4 beats and quarter notes can fit in. Okay, we're counting quarter notes. So if we have F, a quarter note, let's use quarter notes here. Remember this note here? That's a quarter note, and it's on the first space. That's F. That's the first beat. Now, how many beats do we have? 2, 3, and 4. Okay, on all measures. So on the second beat, let's use another quarter note on G. On the third beat, let's use another quarter note on A. These are the notes that we're focusing on. And now the fourth beat is still unoccupied or vacant. We can put another note here. Let's go back down to F. Okay? So we have F, G, A, F. And that's it. You can't fit in any more notes because we already have 4 quarter notes on each beat, main beat. So for this one, we're going to use finger. In the previous lesson, C, D, E, we used our right hand thumb, finger number 1 on C, finger number 2 index on D, and finger number 3 on E. Now we're going to use the same fingers, 1, 2, 3, but this time it's on F, G, and A. Okay, let me switch my camera here. All right, so hopefully you can see this. I'm going to make it bigger here. So finger number 1 on F, finger number 2 on G, finger number 3 on A. Now the notes written on the first measure is F, G, A, F. All right, you got it? So that's the essence. That's basically how you play music. So if I write down the finger numbers here, it's 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. Let's write down more notes here on the second measure. This time, I'm going to start here, first beat on A. Second beat on G. Third beat on F. And on the fourth beat, let's go back to A. Now it's in reverse now. You start from A, G, F, A. Now what are the fingers assigned to each notes here? A is on the third finger on A, second finger on G, first finger on F, and third finger again on A. So the pattern for this is 3, 2, 1, 3. A, G, F, A. Now if you play from the first measure, we have F, G, A, F. Second measure, A, G, F, A. If you want to play it smoothly, making with a steady beat, you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What does it sound like with a steady beat now? Let's try it. Count down to 4. 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1. Okay, that's the first 2 measures. Now let's write down on the third measure how many beats again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start now with F again on the first beat. And then we go up to G on the second. And then we go back down to F on the third beat. And maybe let's move up to A on the fourth beat. So that's a different pattern. Okay, so this is F, step up to G, step down to F, and then skip to A. Fingers, 1, 2, 1, 3. Play it. F, G, F, A. Okay, so fingers, 1, 2, 1, 3. Now, let's add another note on. Let's add another measure here, a very small measure, but that's fine. I'm going to use a whole note. Remember the value of a whole note? We're going to use a whole note right here. Now, a whole note occupies 4 beats. So the 4 beats in this measure, the whole note will occupy. You hold this note up to the 4th beat. This is an F, okay? So finger number 1. You just simply play an F and hold that for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, release. Okay, so if we play the whole thing now, these 4 measures. Oh, by the way, why do we only have a whole note on the last measure? Because the value of a whole note is 4 beats, and we have 4 beats here. It occupies the whole measure now. You can't add any more notes. So, from the beginning, we have F, G, A, F, A, G, F, A, F, G, F, A, F, 2, 3, 4, release. You see how important you hold that whole note for 4 beats before releasing. That's the value, the note value, okay? So I hope this helps you out. Practice. And for the next video, we're going to discuss B, the treble B, and the treble C, and then a recap of all the notes from middle C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, the whole octave on the next video. Okay, so I hope this helps you out. Practice more. I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you in our schedule. Okay, good luck.